This is the Fantasy Roadshow.
Before we get off of the quarterbacks, I wanted to lay out 3 other scenarios and see not what you think they would do, but would you be interested in this tomorrow? They're letting you run the franchise.
Love it.
Okay. Are you interested in Russell Wilson at $1 million or whatever that league minimum salary is? Because we know the Broncos are picking up $39 million of his salary next year. Are you interested in that? Are you interested in, at say, $35 million over 2 years, Kirk Cousins? Or C, are you interested in, with that first round pick, Bo Nix or Michael Penix Jr.?
Okay. So I have absolutely no interest in Russell Wilson. I mean, just couldn't. I would rather have them bring back Mason Rudolph with Kenny Pickett than have Russell Wilson in that locker room, unless, they go and they say, hey, look, the circus is over. You're not bringing a camera crew. You're not bringing your own people. You don't get your own locker room. We're not doing any of this crap. You may not even start for this team. So you are in a quarterback competition with Kenny Pickett now. Yeah, I know you're a Super Bowl winner and you're an MVP and you're a champion and blah, blah, blah. Don't care. That part of your career is over. You are Mr. Limited now.
Unlimited.
You are limited to what Art tells you to throw. I just have no interest in that. I think that is just so much drama. I don't want any part of it. Kirk Cousins, I would absolutely love. I don't figure out the money. I don't care. I would love to have Kirk Cousins. I think that there is no way in hell that Kirk Cousins looks at the Steelers and goes, that's where I want to be. I mean, look, Mike Tomlin's an awesome coach to play for, but when you have a conservative offensive play caller like Arthur Smith and you're going to run the ball a bunch, I don't think we interest Kirk Cousins. So I just don't. That's why I don't think it's an option. If they want to put the full court press, I will be here with bated breath. I love it. I want it. I can't remember who the last one was. Oh, Bo Nix or
Penix.
Not in the first. In the second, if they fell, or trade back into the first late, so you can get, that. And that's a thing that people forget when they're doing their mocks. Yes, these teams at the back end don't need quarterbacks, but because you can get the 5th-year option and keep that quarterback on a cheaper deal, so many teams will trade back into the end of the first round to take a quarterback specifically, even though it will cost them more money to take a first rounder. Initially, it will save them if they get that guy for 5 years at that. And that's what they call the window. And that's why before Patrick Mahomes' extension, they were winning. And then, people were like, well, they can't afford this, they can't afford that. And they still won, So I would be fine. In that scenario, I would much prefer Penix, but Penix doesn't fit for Arthur Smith. So I think Bo Nix would be a much better fit for the Steelers if they wanted to do that. But I also think there's enough needs and not enough cap space to where I think they're going to need to be filling out the roster with some of those draft picks. So I just don't think a quarterback is in play there. I really I'm trying to get to that where they take Penix and, maybe just adjust things on offense for him. But I mean, also, if you put Penix behind that offensive line with his injury history, you are asking for trouble. So if there is a quarterback for the Steelers in the draft, I think it's probably Bo Nix. I think that's probably the option.